So what are we working with, Quorum?
Bro, wait till you see this one.
Is it bad?
Open the door.
All right, she said there was some pet hair, so let's see what we got. Holy hell, bro. Oh my God. Have you ever seen a vehicle with this much pet hair?
Dude, look at the cracks.
We got our work cut out for us on this one. May have undercharged a bit on this one. But it's all right. It's good content. So we'll roll with it. And we're going to walk you guys through the process step by step, how we quarterback these type of details when we get here, what the steps are, what we do first, and just kind of walk you through step by step on the whole process. So let's get started. We got a lot of work to do on this one. So it's a good thing we got all three of us for this detail, man, because it's going to be a lot of work.
Yeah, speaking of all three, man, where's Anthony?
Yeah, where the hell is Anthony? So Anthony usually has this little problem of napping out in between details. He works night shifts pretty late, so he'll usually crash out, and he just goes into complete snooze mode. I actually forgot to wake him up when we got here.
Oh,
Usually
no.
we got to wake him up. There's some nice greasy prints on my door there. Anthony, wakey, wakey, we're here. Wake up, buddy. Time to go to work. There he is. You weren't getting hot in there, man? You look like you're starting to get a little warm. Here he is, pull you out. Come on, you need help, buddy? Get out. There we go. There we go. Time to go to work.
What's
All
up,
right.
Anthony?
Now that we got the full crew, let's dive in and get started.
All right, let's get it.
So before we get started, we gotta grab a little energy drink out of the cooler for Anthony. Fortunately, one of my VIP clients is actually the VIP, VP of Ghost Energy. So she hooks us up with a lot of drinks from time to time. Anthony, here, man, chug some of this energy drink. Wake you up, get you going.
Good?
Yeah.
You're not a detailer unless you drink Ghost.
All right, so before we get started on this one, guys, personal protection equipment is very important on details like this. We're all gonna be wearing gloves. We got our safety mask. Looks like there's only one mask left. We're probably gonna have to rotate that out between us, so we'll just share that.
Bro, there's a whole box below.
Oh, there is?
I'm not
good.
sharing.
All right, cool. All right, well, we'll use that. We got a few more down here, so
nice.
Everybody's gonna be wearing masks and gloves for this detail. How annoying are these drawers, man? I'm just getting so frustrated with these drawers at this point.
They are brutal.
We got this toolbox a while back, and it has a locking mechanism here, but all these drawers every time slide open when it's unlocked. Super annoying. Guys, if you're looking at getting a toolbox and you can afford it, I would highly suggest getting one that has magnetic drawers. We didn't really think about that ahead of time, and now we're dealing with this every single time all these drawers open up. The lock mechanism doesn't work great on it. So something to consider if you're looking at getting a toolbox. I would consider something that has magnetic drawers.
100%.
All right, let's get started.
So Jeff, man, what's the first step in doing an interior detail on something like this?
Yeah, so it's gonna vary from vehicle to vehicle. With this particular vehicle, there's so much hair and debris inside. The first thing we're gonna do is grab a trash bag. We're gonna remove all the big trash first, and then we're gonna actually do a vacuum. I know a lot of people would say, oh, you should blow out first. But when there's this much hair and debris, if you just go in there with the Tornador and start blowing it around, you're just gonna have a cloud of stuff blowing around everywhere, and it's not really gonna be as effective. So for this one, we're gonna start with the garbage bags. Anthony's got a garbage bag over here. We're gonna jump in, start pulling out the trash, and then we're gonna go into the vacuum stage next.
All right, let's get it.
Oof. All right, Anthony, climb in there, start removing trash. I'll pull out the stuff out of the back. All right, I get the trash from the back. Back's good, Anthony. You just get the stuff in the front there. Here's my trash from the back. There you go. All right, so before we start the vacuum, we're gonna pull out all the mats first because we wanna be able to vacuum under these. We're gonna put these down the end of the driveway. You can see how much like hair and stuff's on these, pretty crazy. We're gonna put these down here. We're gonna blow those out with the Tornador away from the car, so all that stuff just goes out into the street and into the neighbor's yard. And then we're gonna wash the rubber mats. Oof.
Oh my Lord.
Just a little, when they say a little bit of pet hair, or they say it's not that bad.
That's what you're working with.
That's what that usually translates to. We need more garbage bags.
What happened?
I found a whole nother stash pile of, oh my God, it goes deep down here. A lot of hidden treasure. Oh, it's all over my arms, bro. Oh, I feel like a werewolf. I'm like,
oh my God.
Another trash bag. Give me that.
So Jeff, while you're digging through the rest and getting all that trash out, man, what did you charge on this?
I'm almost ashamed to say it. I don't want to admit, because we way undercharged on this one. So we did an express detail, which is $220 on this size car. She sent a couple pics over the pet hair, added on another $90 for the pet hair. So it's that $310 total, right? Normally this would be an executive detail, but you know, we also wanted to, we also had a gap in the day today. We had like a 3 to 4 hour gap that I really wanted to fill, and then I said this would kind of be a good like opportunity for us to film for this too, you know, because we don't really do too many disaster details in our business. Our clientele tends to be more the higher end, Bentleys, Mercedes, you know, Ferraris, Lambos, things like that. So we don't get as many of these. I would say this is probably a 1 out of 100, 1 out of 200, maybe even for our details. So we hadn't made a video on anything like this yet, so figured it'd be a good opportunity for us to record some content for you guys.
And we do these. It's just very rare.
Yeah, not as bad as this though.
No. This is pretty.
This is pretty over the top on this one, you know.
So this is why it's extremely important to build a luxury brand for yourself and not post pictures
or you'll
of
be doing these all the time.
Or you're going to be doing these all the time and attracting this kind of clientele. So,
but that being said, when you're in the early stages of your business, right? Like, work is work. You don't want to turn away jobs. If it's this or you're sitting home at your couch, it's funny to me because I'll talk to some detailers sometimes and they'll be like, oh, they only wanted to pay me this, you know? And I'll be like, oh, so, you know, what are you doing today? And they're like, nothing, like just sitting around. And it just perplexes me because like, it's still better to be out actually in the field working, even if you're only making, you know, a couple $100 to do a disaster detail. You're out in the community, your setup's being seen. You never know who's gonna see you while you're out working. And in my experience, that's the best way to get new clients, is just to be out in the community, have them see your vehicle. We already had someone come up to us today and ask us for a business card, you know, so it's better than sitting at home, guys. Don't turn away work when you're in the early stages of your business. We've kind of reached a point now where we have the luxury of being able to turn down these details and be a little bit more choosy with the details that we want to work with. But that being said, you know, we do pretty much all types of vehicles. So from high-end luxury vehicles to disaster details like this is what, geez, let's get going on this one.
You guys stick around to the end of the video. Jeff and I are going to be doing a $50 Amazon gift card giveaway if you can guess something at the end of the video, so stick around to see what that is.
So I wanted to give you guys a little pro tip hack if you're working with the vacuum aid system. We had an issue with ours a couple weeks back and it wasn't sucking very well, like the suction was terrible. One thing you want to check first is make sure the bag is not full yet. This one's doing okay, I just changed it. But if Quorum, you can see in here, there's a metal tray in the bottom of this, right? You want to pull this out, and you see this little screen here? If there's any type of hole or rip in your vacuum bag, this little screen's going to clog up with hair and lint. So you want to make sure that this is completely free. You want to just scrape that out of there, or you can hit it with your Tornador or something. If this is blocked, if this is blocked at all, your vacuum's going to lose suction and it's going to start to overheat the vacuum. So keep an eye on this. I wasn't actually aware of this until I was down at H2O and they pointed that out to me. So make sure that you guys keep that properly maintained, keep that clean, and that's going to keep your vacuum system operating the way that it's supposed to.
So what's going on, Jeff?
So before we crank up the generator and get the noise going on this, Anthony's going to be tackling the vacuum out. While he's doing that, I'm going to start the pressure washer. I'm going to pressure wash off these mats, scrub these down, get all the fur off the mats. Before we do that, we're going to have a quick Tornador session and just Tornador each other off, because I feel like I got fur, like there's like tumbleweeds of fur everywhere. I feel like I got it like in my mouth, like on my arms, like it's coming after me, and it's like, hey, where you going? Get back here, right? So we're gonna just Tornador each other off real quick, kind of blow off the fur, and then we'll jump back into the fur and get started.
Okay.
Fanthony, let's go. Why do we call him Fanthony?
Because he has two fans around his neck.
Anthony, you got your fans on? Huh?
Yeah, I got it on.
I don't know if you're gonna want those for this detail, man. They might get all clogged up with fur and stuff. You might want to set those aside and leave them in the car for now. Or you're gonna be blowing where's your fans?
All in my face.
Where's your fans? Oh, show them. Get a zoom in on there and click.
So he got these cool fans from Amazon.
Some of you guys might like that stuff
that
out
sit
there.
around your neck, and it blows room temperature air at his neck, I guess, all day.
At my face.
At his face.
So we nicknamed him Fanthony.
Jeff, why are you limping, man?
I don't know, I think I got like a rock in my shoe or something. Yeah, there's something like a rock or some shit. Oh yeah, there's a rock in there, no wonder why, man. Shit. All right, now we're ready.
What are you making over there in the foam cannon?
Yeah, so this cannon, it's not gonna be for the actual paint. We're gonna use this on the mats. It's got some spot-free water in there. And then we're gonna mix it with some Multi-Star from Coach Kemi. It's just like a really strong cleaner that we've been using on like mats, and just kind of like an all-purpose cleaner for like exterior stuff. So the proper dilution on this is 1 glug like that to a full foam cannon full of water. And then that's gonna take care of the grime that's on those mats. Let's check in with our guy Anthony over here. How we doing, Bob?
I got it going a little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah, that looks okay.
It's looking a lot better already.
It's wall, it's covered.
Yeah. It's gonna be quite the transformation on this one when it's all done. We're gonna clean out all these door jambs here. So that'll be actually the next step of the process. After we vacuum, blow everything out, we're gonna green star all the door jambs, and then we'll pressure wash all those out. That's gonna take care of all this grime around the doors. You don't want to wait till later to do that because you want to do that before you actually do the wipe down. Otherwise, all that overspray is going to get on the interior components after you wipe it down, and it's just going to be another unnecessary step that you have to go back and do that again. So it's all about planning out the details step by step. What's the most efficient way to get the job done for the specific car that you're working on.
Gotcha.
All right, so next step of the process is we're going to green star all the doors. You could use multi-star or any all-purpose cleaner, whatever you prefer, but you want to spray these down so this can start eating away at the grime on the doors. You can see like all along here there's some really heavy buildup. This isn't something that you're just going to pressure wash away on its own, and you don't want to save this for the end to just wipe down with a towel because it's going to just destroy your towels. You're going to go through a bunch of towels trying to clean this stuff. The green star is going to kind of just start eating, loosen this stuff up, and it should just pressure wash away. Not too big a deal here if you get a little bit of overspray on this vehicle. You know, if you're working with a little more high-end vehicle, you want to be more conscious of the overspray on this. But on this one, I don't think it really matters either way. Okay, so when you're pressure washing out in the door jambs, you want to do it one door at a time. Reason being is if you have all of these open and you're trying to pressure wash, it's going to go all through the vehicle and the overspray is going to get all over the inside of the car. So we're just going to start off. You can see how it just is stripping this stuff off right away. Really important that you wear eyewear when you're doing this, because the last thing you want to happen is the pressure washer to blow back the green star in your face. You get that in your eyes or something, it's going to be really bad. So wear eyewear when you're doing this. First, we're just going to blast it off and take care of all the loose stuff, and then we'll foam it.
Whoa.
Man, it's already foamy. Look at that thing.
What is that, milk?
I don't know, but it doesn't want to move.
Wow.
I don't want that to blow back in my face, man. Some nasty. Look at it, it's like a little dead squirrel on there or something. Hold on. This we're gonna swap over to the wand, man. I'm just getting too close to this stuff with my face now.
Yeah.
This will allow us to get right up on it without having it blow back right in my mouth. Alright, now we'll hit it with the multi-star foam. And you can put this in a pump sprayer, or you can spray it on direct. We just like using the foam cannons because we have multiple foam cannons, so.
Alright, so the product's been sitting on there for like, what, 6 or 7 minutes now?
Yeah, at least. We gave it some time to kind of let it work its magic, loosen everything up. Now we're going to grab one of the brushes out of the wheel bucket here. What I recommend is using a stiff bristle brush, something like this. You don't want to be like our friend, our fellow legend, Jonathan over at Best in Class, who likes to use his Adams mush brush for the mats. It's just too soft. It's not going to have that enough agitation to actually loosen this stuff up and scrub it off. So we're just going to use the stiff brush, and it's going to take this stuff off pretty easy now that it's been sitting.
Now to do the other side. Flip it over. Oh no.
Oh no.
It's nasty.
Yeah, we'll give this a quick little scrub. Jonathan, if you're out there, man, I hope you're paying attention. You want to work smarter, not harder, right? So don't use that little Adams mush brush anymore. Get you a stiff bristle brush if you want. We'll drop the link in below for you, or you can reach out to us directly in the Legends community. All right, that one's good.
Yo, for those of you who are on the fence about the Legends community, join, bro. Just join.
Get off the fence. What are you waiting on? It's $10 a month. That being said, it's not going to be $10 a month that much longer.
No.
It's been growing pretty fast. We're at about 100 members in the community right now. You know, we're doing weekly Zoom calls in there with the community. Great group of guys. It's like-minded peers that are all positive mindset guys that are looking to level up and grow their businesses. We have some really great conversations in there about everything detail related, from techniques, pro tips, products, tools, all the way to business strategy content on things like how to get reviews, how to grow your business, SEO, website building. We have something called the Ads Lab in there where we can run targeted ads for you, whether it's Meta ads, Google ads. We have website building and SEO services inside the community. So, like I said, guys, we open the community at an introductory offer of $10 a month, you know, and for those of you that took advantage of it, congratulations. If you're thinking about getting into the community, you're going to want to do it soon, because we are going to be increasing the price pretty significantly on it moving forward to keep up with the demand, because our time and our resources are pretty limited. We're running a very busy business. We're about to scale up to a second unit. So between that, filming for YouTube, and participating in the Legends community, we're just very limited on time and resources. So we have to be able to charge accordingly for those that are serious about growing and leveling up their business. You know, we have to focus our attention on helping those people learn and connect and grow. So if you're not in the community yet, we'll put a link down below. Just check out the link and come see us in the community. Anthony, what's going on with this pile of hoses over here? What are you building? A clubhouse out of hoses or something?
I guess so.
Holy, you gotta reel these up as we go. All right, I got you, man. I got you.
The vacuum's covered in hair.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. So we gotta vacuum the vacuum, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Oh, look at it, look at it.
Yeah, he wasn't lying.
All right, fam, you got this, man. We believe in you.
Got Anthony napped out again.
So, Jeff, what the hell are you doing in the driver's seat of the car?
Yeah, so we already did the driver's side all the way around to the back seats. But before we close out, we wanted to make sure that we go over the wipe down process with you guys on this. Again, this isn't our executive package. This is just an express detail. We already went over with the client that we're not going to get this to 100%. So we set the realistic expectations already with what's going to be the level of cleanliness involved. That being said, on these type of vehicles where they're really beat up in a really bad condition, you don't have time to sit here with these little brushes like they show you on the Instagram, and they're like la 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 la, you know, like fluffing around with these things. It's not that type of detail, right? With this stuff, you're gonna go in aggressive, you're gonna go in quick. What we like to do is stuff for like the vents here. This is just P&S Express Interior. We're gonna hit the brush with that. We're gonna hit the vent with this here like this, you know, just real quick, brush this stuff out. You know, and again, this vehicle's in such bad condition that it's not like we're not worried about, oh, is this gonna do anything with the vehicle? It's not an AMG or anything, right? It's an old beat up Camry that's got a lot of miles on it with a lot of dog hair and a lot of grime, right? So we're just gonna hit this stuff real quick, right? And then we'll wipe that down with a rag like so. And then we're gonna come back and just hit this with the Tornador later, and it's gonna blow out the vents nice and clean. I don't know if you can see these in here because it's a little dark. Pro tip for you, the reason why it's dark, you want to put a sunshade on the windshield when you're working in direct sun like this. We're out here midday sun in Las Vegas in the middle of the summer right now. It's about 110 degrees. So in order to cut the heat, you put a sunshade on the outside of the windshield, throw a wet towel over the top. That'll keep it from blowing away. That's going to cut the temperature significantly on the dashboard to where you can put your hands on it. It's not super hot. Without that, you're going to be absolutely roasting in here. You're going to be getting baked alive. Everything's going to be super hot to the touch. The products will flash almost instantly, so you need that little bit of shade just to give you the cool in here. If you want to, you could probably even start the car, run the AC. We're not doing that right now. The car's a little low on gas and stuff too, so we're not trying to use up what's left. Now, as far as wiping the dash goes and everything, we're going to use this Ninja scrubber. Yeah, I know it looks a little grimy. It is a little grimy. This was fairly new when we started this detail, but you know, this one's pretty rough. So, and this, you're just going to give it a scrub down like this with the P&S. And then we're going to just wipe it with a clean towel later. This is going to leave a nice factory neutral matte finish. You're not putting anything shiny on here later. You don't need Top Star or anything like that. In the desert anyway, it gets really windy. There's a lot of dust in the air. So when you have like a shiny product on there, like some people out there still using Armor All or crap like that, that's gonna act like a magnet for the dust. Or someone that has dogs in their vehicle, that dog hair is just gonna stick to that greasy texture. So you want it to dry just neutral with a nice matte finish to it. So we just give this a wipe, and we'll pull the sunshade off at the end here and give you a little bit of like B-roll of what the whole interior looks like, but we're just going over the process with you so you know the steps involved.
Okay, let's finish up then.
Yeah.
Or do you want to say something else? Go ahead.
Before I was so rudely cut off.
Fucking say something else.
No. All right, so the interior is now finished. We're going to give you some B-roll of that at the end. We're moving on to the exterior. My man Anthony's jumping in on the wheels. We're not going to get too in-depth on that. He's using MS and a pump sprayer. Anthony, show him how that works real quick with the MS. So we just give that a little pump up, spray that on the wheels. That's going to break down all the road grime, the brake dust on the tires, the wheels. And then he's using assorted brushes to clean out the wheels. We already made a full video on how to properly detail and clean wheels, so if you haven't watched that, you can go back and watch that. After that, we're going to move on to the exterior of the vehicle. We have a foam cannon that I already loaded up over here. This one has AF active foam from Coach Kemi. You can use pretty much whatever type of soap you want, but you don't want to use like a pH neutral soap on this. You want something with a little bit of bite to cut through all this dirt and road grime. So we're using active foam. All right, we got to hurry this up, man. We're running out of time. We got another car to do. So
okay.
Let's get going, man.
All right, let's go ahead and foam it down.
Let's go. So again, guys, we're just looking for 95% better on this one. I think we achieved that result. We're about to present the vehicle to the client now. I think she's going to be pretty happy with the end results on this. Again, given the parameters of the time frame of the Express with pet hair removal, there's only so much you can do in a limited time, and executive wasn't in the budget for her. This is a vehicle that we could have easily spent another 2 to 3 hours on to get it completely dialed in to like 98-99%, but overall I think we're good with the end result. What do you guys think? Drop it in the comments below. All right, guys, so we just wrapped up the detail. We're over here at Tropical Smoothie Cafe getting ourselves some smoothies, a little bit of lunch. It's important as a business owner that you take care of your guys, especially after a hard detail like that. For him, it was his first day back to work after being out sick.
Yeah, so I'm definitely feeling it today. Like I was saying earlier, I probably could have used one more day to stay inside, but Jeff was getting annoyed at me, so I had to get back out in the field, man. Definitely top 3 worst cars I've done with pet hair ever. Probably top of the list, to be honest for you. Just for pet hair. I've done cars that are dirtier than that, but for pet hair, man, it was a disgrace. What about you, Anthony?
It was really intimidating at first, but once we broke it down step by step, it wasn't too bad, and I feel like we got through it pretty easily.
You did a lot of vacuuming, huh?
Yeah, I did. Probably more than I've ever done, but it wasn't bad.
All right, cool.
Yeah, so to close up the video, take care of my guys again, like I said, get them some lunch, get them some smoothies. I'm actually going to bonus both of these guys $50 for the day on top of their normal rate, just for all the hard work that they put in today. We also want to do a little giveaway to you guys out there. I think we're going to do, let's say, like a $50 Amazon card for the person that guesses the exact amount of time that it took us to do this detail. First person to guess it correctly, if you drop it in the comments below, we're going to send you a $50 Amazon gift card, and we're also going to grant you free access to the Legends community. So drop it in the comments below. If you guys are getting value out of this content, do us a favor, like, subscribe. It doesn't cost you guys anything, but it helps us to keep providing you with free content out there. We do our best to bring you the real stuff, that's happening out there in the mobile detailing world from the front lines. We're out there in the trenches with you guys. So we try to keep it 100% real with you all the time. If you guys are getting value out of the content, drop us a like, drop us a sub, and we'll see you in the next one.
See ya.
Cheers.
Yeah.